Cameron attempts to heal Tory rifts over IDS resignation. Prime Minister David Cameron will later attempt to halt the civil war in his party caused by Iain Duncan Smith's resignation from the cabinet. Mr Duncan Smith has warned the government risks dividing society with politically motivated spending cuts. Mr Cameron is to reject this, and Note 10 has rubbished claims of a rift with George Osborne, saying the Chancellor still has the PM's full confidence. The disability cuts Mr Duncan Smith quit over will be shelved. Downing Street said the changes to personal independence payments PIP announced ahead of Mr Osborne's budget last week would not go ahead in their current form. But alternative proposals for saving the pounds for being earmarked for the savings would not come until the autumn statement towards the end of the year. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn has called for Mr Osborne's resignation, and Conservative MPs have spoken out against the leadership, with Mr Duncan Smith's former ministerial team divided in their responses to his resignation. Treasury Minister David Gauke will answer an urgent Commons question from Labour's Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell on changes to the budget at 15:30 GMT. Mr McDonnell had called for the Chancellor himself, but this appears to have been ignored. This will be followed by a statement from Mr Cameron, ostensibly on last week's EU summit, at which he is expected to restate his commitment to compassionate conservatism and reject Mr Duncan Smith's criticisms of his style of government. Former Tory leader Lord Howard urged MPs to listen to what the Prime Minister has to say and to calm down. Live, Iain Duncan Smith resignation fallout. What is the row around PIPs all about? Fairness of 2016 budget under scrutiny in full. Iain Duncan Smith resignation letter. PM's letter. In reply to Duncan Smith, Mr Duncan Smith set out the reasons for his surprise resignation in an interview with the BBC's Andrew Mair, in which he said the way Mr Osborne had cut benefits in his budget at the same time as